All right, you lazy bastards. Welcome back to another one of these goddamn information benders. Today we're diving deep into something you probably think is boring as shit. Archery. But stick around, because we got a real goddamn expert who's going to tell us why we should give a shit about some Japanese dude named Yuji Hamano. Let's cut the crap and get right to it.
Yuji Hamano is a Japanese archer, born on September 6, 1980 in Hiroshima, Japan. And before you ask, nah, he didn't get fucked up by the bomb or anything like that. Anyway, Hamano competed at the Olympics, both the 2000 Sydney Games and the 2004 Athens Games.
So did this dude win gold? I mean, why the fuck should we even care about some random-ass archer from Japan?
He didn't snag a gold, but he wasn't a complete scrub. He actually won silver at the 2002 Asian Games in Busan, South Korea. That was for the men's individual event.
All right, so he choked at the Olympics, but at least snagged some shiny medal at some other competition. What the fuck happened at the Olympics? Spill the tea.
Okay, so in the 2000 Summer Olympics, Hamano ranked 42nd in the individual rankings round. That put him up against a tough competitor in the first elimination round. And, well, he got his ass handed to him.
Ouch. So much for Olympic glory.
Yeah, it's brutal out there. Then in 2004, he again got knocked out in the first elimination round of the men's individual event, which landed him 37th overall. He was also part of the Japanese men's team that came in 8th.
So basically, this dude was good, but not good enough to be standing on the podium. What a mindfuck that must have been.
Competing on that level is incredibly demanding, mentally and physically. Imagine the pressure, the years of training, and then falling short of your goal.
Yeah, I'd probably just drown my sorrows in sake if I were him.
Yeah.
So what? This is just a story about some loser who couldn't hack it.
Not at all. What's interesting about Hamano's story is that it represents a whole group of athletes who dedicate their lives to a sport knowing they might never reach the very top.
All right, I can see that. It takes balls to keep grinding when the odds are stacked against you. But let's be real for a second. Archery. Doesn't seem that fucking hard. Just stand there and shoot an arrow right.
That's where you'd be wrong. Archery is way more complex and demanding than it looks. It requires incredible precision focus and mental fortitude. We're talking years of training, mastering your stance, draw, weight, release, and aim. There are a million tiny details that can make or break your shot.
Shh. I didn't realize it was that complicated. Sounds like these guys are basically Zen masters with bows and arrows.
It's not far off. You've got wind conditions to factor in subtle adjustments to your stance and form. Even your breathing can fuck up your shot. These archers train their minds and bodies to be in perfect harmony.
Damn, that's actually pretty badass when you think about it. You're telling me this ain't just some Robin Hood LR-upping bullshit.
Not even close. Archery is a sport with a rich history, a shitload of technique, and it's way more mental than you might think.
Okay, so maybe there's more to this archery thing than meets the eye. What happened to Hamano after his Olympic heartbreaks? Did he just hang up his bow and arrow and say, fuck it?
Nah, the dude was persistent as hell. He actually kept competing for a few more years, even trying to qualify for the 2008 Beijing Olympics.
So did he redeem himself? Did he finally snag that Olympic gold and shove it in everyone's face?
Sadly, no. He didn't make the cut for the 2008 team. But that just shows you the kind of dedication this guy had. He didn't let a few setbacks stop him from chasing his dreams.
Damn, that's some next-level commitment right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I get pissed off if my goddamn coffee's not hot enough. This dude keeps training after getting his ass kicked on the world stage. Respect.
It really puts things in perspective, right? This wasn't just about winning for Hamano. It was about pushing himself, constantly striving to improve.
All right, I'm starting to see why you find this dude's story so damn interesting. It's not just about some medals and glory. It's about something deeper.
Exactly. Hamano's story teaches us that sometimes it's not about reaching the top of the mountain, but about the climb itself. The dedication, the perseverance, the lessons learned along the way.
That's some deep shit, man.
Yeah.
But let's cut the crap for a second. What does this all mean for us regular folks who couldn't hit a goddamn barn door with a bow and arrow?
It's about finding that thing that pushes you, that challenges you, that makes you want to be better. It doesn't have to be archery. It could be anything. It's about embracing the struggle and finding fulfillment in the journey, even when things get tough.
So basically stop bitching and moaning and find something that lights your goddamn fire.
Pretty much. And don't be afraid to fail along the way. Failure is just a stepping stone to something greater.
Yeah, that's some motivational shit right there.
It is, isn't it? And it all comes from the story of a relatively unknown Japanese archer. It just goes to show that inspiration can come from the most unexpected places.
I gotta admit, you've opened my eyes a bit today. This archery thing, it's not just some bullshit for weirdos in tights.
Exactly. It's a sport with a rich history demanding technique and a whole lot of mental fortitude.
Well, shit,
Okay.
because you learn something new every day. So where can our listeners go to find out more about this Yuji Hamano character and the crazy world of archery?
Honestly, there's not a ton of info out there on Hamano specifically. He's not exactly a household name. But if you're interested in learning more about the world of archery, there are some great resources online. You could check out World Archery's website. They've got results rankings, all that jazz. Or dive into some archery forums. There's a whole community of passionate archers out there.
All right, cool. So let's wrap this shit up. What's the biggest takeaway from this deep dive into the world of archery and this Yuji Hamano guy?
I think it's about finding the beauty in the struggle. We're so obsessed with winning, with being the best, that we forget to appreciate the journey itself. Hamano might not have achieved Olympic glory, but his dedication, his persistence, his unwavering commitment to his craft, that's something truly inspiring.
Damn, is it the deep shit.
Yeah?
I never thought I'd get all philosophical about fucking archery.
It's full of surprises, isn't it? And that's the beauty of a deep dive. You never know what you're going to find.
Well said, my friend. So to all you listeners out there, next time you see some dude with a bow and arrow, don't just write them off as some weirdo LARPing Robin Hood. There's a whole lot of history, skill, and mental toughness behind that sport. And you never know, they might just be a silent badass like Yuji Hamano. Peace out.